All right. Welcome to Game with Kelly. We are playing against the Necromancer and going over each of the hunters. They kind of have a use. Like Hunter Ash is good for getting rid of a possessed unit, which is great for the team. Ed, he's really good at loot, and I guess his detrapping thing is pretty cool too. Um, but really, Kelly and Amanda maybe are seen as, I don't know if selfish is the right word, but their power doesn't really benefit the team. But I would actually argue in both of their cases, they both have something. For Amanda, I think she actually has the biggest damage potential just with her power. You get like a blunderbuss on her or some like shotgun that's high powered, you can just unload on the demon and take them out pretty quickly. But this isn't an Amanda game, as you can see. This is a Kelly one. And basically, I'm going to show you how I think the optimal way to play for Kelly is to help out the whole team. Now, my main thing right now is I'm trying to go off alone. I kind of got Arthur tailing me. But this is solo queue, and we're not speaking. We're not really communicating, so I don't expect him to know my plan. I'm just trying to outrun him at this point. And as you can see, this is Necro, and the page is in Castle Walls. And I shot my gun there so I can get the demon on me. Now, I kind of made a mistake there with Lord Arthur being close enough. He's in my map range, so you can spot him if you need to. But this is where Kelly shines, is basically taking the demon away from everybody else and just keeping the demon off of them so they can loot in peace. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of looting in front of the demon and seeing if he's going to try to stop me. Which he definitely has my attention. Something the demon could have done there too is this isn't my ideal gun, a lever action, but it's okay, especially since it's handgun now. But he could have burned through that ammo really quickly, so kind of a mistake on his part. Not that I'm doing much better. I don't know if you noticed, and it's probably kind of old news now, but the hunters did get pretty nerfed in terms of their health. Their health goes down pretty quickly, but given the amount of stamina they have, it seems like a reasonable trade-off. This guy's traps though are just fucking me up, so I don't really have time to loot for anything in there. He's still on me. But my health is getting a little bit low and I don't have any shimps, so I gotta watch out for that. However, the demon too, I think he's got a bit of bloodlust going on here. Looking at my health being kind of low and just basically chasing me. Meanwhile, I don't know what these guys are doing. I know castle walls can be a pain in the ass to find sometimes, but the idea here is hopefully your team can utilize the time you're giving them to a good way. And I think right now they're just looting things up, maybe running around the castle, trying to figure out which part of the castle it's at. I haven't seen the demon in a minute. Kelly's fear is not exactly an asset right now. Since I'm not a melee damager, I don't really care about a blue mace. I don't think anyone else would really fawn over that either. So try to just get rid of some health there. So he spawned way the hell over there. I think he was expecting me to like hang out at that little house. But to do this and to do this well, you kind of always got to be on the move. And you got to be able to snatch stuff quickly. I don't remember if I have this on her build. I'm using my power, and I actually got stuck in a corner here. I don't remember if I have this on my build, but two things in terms of builds that are good for this tactic of what I'm doing here. One is doing more melee damage when you're alone. So it's basically making you a little more powerful with melee and letting you conserve ammo. The other one is picking up stuff quicker. basically allowing you to like loot as quickly as possible and just keep moving. So that purple staff, someone might want that, so I am going to hold on to that. It is way more important than a meat hammer, a common meat hammer, mind you, for the team. Alright, so I got stamina and I got fear maxed out. I'm not too worried about range right now, because my goal here isn't to do damage really to him, it's more just to evade him. So this is like one of those examples of I'd rather flee than fight him. Those traps, though, they're getting me pretty good. But like Kelly over the other ones, simple, her power. Her power of just being able to infinite dodge is really helpful. The only one I'd argue is maybe better than Kelly on going off alone is Hunter Ash, but even so, like Kelly is... This is where she shines. And I mean, people make the argument that her power is... not really beneficial to the team. This is the way I see it being beneficial to the team. Getting a demon to just target you and stay on top of you and just keep moving and keep wasting its time. And speaking of wasting time, it looks like the guys got the all the pages. Hopefully they're nice and looted up at this point. And we can make something of it now. Another thing that helps too is this map, there's pretty good loot spots and everything. So just hitting up all the loot spots, knowing that usually there's like a Shemps in this place, at the last place I was at. That's also pretty helpful. So doing this tactic might be a little bit more risky on like the big map, just because it's a little less consistent with the Shemp spawns on there. So I think the demon actually finally left me alone here. Let's see, we're at about 7 minutes though, just playing with the demon and wasting his time. Now hopefully the rest of the team was able to make something with it. But just doing my own looting now while I got some time. So I'm not sure what the blacksmith is doing. Looks like he's kind of doing his own thing. I got 2 Shemps and 3 amulets. I don't know what they have. I hope that they have everything maxed out here. Sorry, I got distracted with something there. Hopefully they were able to get fill up on Shemps and everything, and yeah, we'll see how this goes. Demon just got level 10, so there's probably an Evil Ash spawned on them. Luckily, when it comes to bosses, though, Evil Ash is probably the weakest. Although Henrietta, they kind of fucked her over now, too. Her hits do like 100 damage instead of like 200 and something. She used to be such a powerhouse. They did my girl dirty. So we do have an Evil Ash. Looks like Arthur's kind of kiting him, so I'm going to try to just do some crowd control here. And down goes Evil Ash. I don't know, maybe one of these guys wants it. They're both better than me at melee, especially with the new leader buff going on. I'm still so happy about that. It's like they made their leader characters relevant again. Yeah, looks like Warrior Ash is going to take it. Probably the best call there. I haven't really had a chance to play around with the staff much. The most I played with it is on the Henry mission. But it seems alright. It seems like it's got a good, what's the acronym? Area of damage? Something like that. I think you can do you can hit multiples. See if they need any amulets. I don't know about Arthur. I think actually, yeah, with the leader buff, they also did something for shields where I'm trying to remember exactly what it is, but they I think they get more shield, like a little bit more, like I don't know, 35% more or something. Yeah, that'll be good than what they normally get. Yeah, speaking of buffs, they also buffed Kelly's Meat Hammer Mastery, so it was at 33%. Now it's at 66%. Which, I mean, melee for a hunter, not a huge deal, I guess. But I don't know. With her being able to do the damage she can with it, there's definitely some versatility there. Like you can play, you can kind of do a little bit of both with her. Although she's definitely better with range than the Meat Hammer. Still, it is nice and fast. Lever action's getting low on ammo, so I'm going to switch guns now. And hope to God someone's not using a shotgun also. In fact, looks like Warrior Ash is using a revolver. I think Arthur is waiting on me there. But yeah, so while all this was happening, basically, we're able to do a split push here, or a split cap, and for some reason the demon's targeting us again. I don't know why. If I were playing demon, I would go right for that blacksmith. But so kind of in hindsight there, I got the demon to chase me around for like 7 or 8 minutes, and that gave them all time enough to loot, and especially Blacksmith had the confidence to just do a split push like that. So the demon wasn't really getting points off me. All it could do was hits, and maybe if I ran into traps, that'll boost its level. But it wasn't able to do much. It just barely got to level 10 once they started dagger. Ooh, legendary Meat Hammer. Fuck yes. Basically, though, the demon's just caught with his pants down, really. Speaking of which, these guys want to loot this area. I mean, I've looted like a little bit of it, but not much. I'll let them go ahead. I'm going to actually just start the Dark Ones, keep the pressure on the demon. Looks like Arthur wants to tag along. He's kind of been my homie this whole game. He's just sticking with me when he can. But yeah, so my tactic here now is just start whittling down the Dark Ones. Basically give the demon no choice but to keep targeting me. That all means if you want to be a good hunter, the name of the game is just getting your stamina and dodges down and just wasting the killer's or the demon's time. I haven't counted, but I don't even know how many of those possessed units I've just dodged at this point. Yeah, it looks like he's going at the hit me with the car tactic, which actually is a pretty good tactic for dealing with hunters. Look at that, he already got me like almost dead with that. That was a close one, I almost screwed up there. But yeah, due to the stamina that hunters have, it's probably the best tactic, just try to hit them with the car. Because their stamina is high, but their health is not so high. He's still going for me. You'd think this guy would have learned by now, stop targeting the hunter, but I guess he's set in his ways. I'm getting low on health here. I don't usually use shields as a hunter. I try to conserve them for the other people, like support or warriors, but this is kind of one of those times. I'm gonna drop the hunting rifle. I still got a legendary Meat Hammer though, so I can still do some damage with it. Yeah, look at Warrior Ash. He's getting kind of stun locked over here. But this whole time, while this demon admittedly has been doing some damage, onto me especially, I'm nearly about to die. And here comes our supporting clutch. Meanwhile, the whole time, the dark ones are just getting whittled down. Like, I'm doing very good with kind of rushing this guy. Yeah, something I didn't know about Kelly until, I guess, recently was her power isn't just dodge. Like, I'm just standing still with it now. Her power also causes bleed. And I think they also buff that a bit, too. How much, I'm not exactly sure, but I know they did buff it. So why I used it there, I wanted to put some bleed on Evil Ash and just whittle him down as hard as I could. Headshot. Oh, he's making something over there. Damn, Legendary Mayhammer is doing 230 per hit. That's, like, for a hunter, that's pretty damn good. Especially with the speed that she can do it at and the stamina. So, I mean, granted, it is legendary, but still. Kelly comes with options. Yeah, this is our game now. I mean, Demon is doing the right thing, keep possessing and keep attacking, but I think the key mistake he did here was going for a hunter like that. I've had games where the hunter will get in a car and try to lead me away. Don't fall for it, look for the rest of them. But yeah, so there goes the flute. And there goes Evil Ash. So, moral of the story. I would say this is the appropriate way to play as Kelly. Basically, this did the team the most help, I think. Got everyone all of their loot without having to worry about a demon breathing down their neck. And, yeah. Getting those dodges down, making sure the demon doesn't level up. Give it a try sometime. See how you feel about Kelly kiting the demon around. Anyway, that's about it for now. And thanks for joining. Take care.